What is going on, you guys? This is Joseph Conlon, coming to you this week with a news and rumors video on Sunday, November 17th, 2011. I hope everybody is having a really good weekend. I know my weekend has been nice and chill. I'm trying to take it easy this week. Nothing much going on for me, but I mean, just to take it easy this weekend because, next weekend we got so much. We're back at it again. We got NXT Takeover War Games next weekend, and we got Survivor Series. So more on that at the end of today's video. But today's video, I got a lot to go over. We got three big topics again. We got the main event topic. We got my three topics today is Fox is reportedly frustrated over bad storytelling on WWE SmackDown. So we're going to go over that. We're going to go over the Rusev, Lana, Bobby Lashley controversy, and I'm basically going to bury Rusev, so be ready. And then finally, the main event topic of the week is people talking crap on Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega at Full Gear. I don't know why these people are doing that. I'm going to go into a full explanation about that and what my thoughts on Jon Moxley versus Kenny Omega are. So we'll get to that later. I got an article to read and a interview from Jim Ross and his thoughts on the match. Before I start, we got some content up on the channel this week. Make sure you check out Eddie's discussion on CM Punk joining WWE backstage. Make sure you check out the AEW Dynamite review from Nashville, Tennessee this week, and make sure you check out the NXT review that I uploaded on Friday. So without further ado, let's get started with the news and rumors, and we're going to start it off this week with Fox. Yes, Fox bought WWE to have SmackDown on their network for $1 billion, and right now they are frustrated over bad storytelling on SmackDown. Yeah, I bet those $1 billion was worth it for you, huh, Fox? Looks like they made the wrong decision. And, I mean, when WWE made this deal for Fox to have SmackDown, people were like, SmackDown's gonna change, it's gonna be better, it's gonna be better product, all that stuff. And you know what? I got overhyped. I will admit, I got overhyped when WWE signed the deal with Fox, and then SmackDown was gonna be on Fox. I thought that change was coming. Better wrestling, better storytelling, better creative. And nothing has changed. Nothing has changed when we thought change was coming on October 4th, 2019. The first episode of Friday Night SmackDown on Fox. Nothing has changed. We've had 7 weeks of WWE SmackDown on Fox. Nothing has changed. Except for that one episode with the NXT invasion. It's probably the best episode by far, because the rest of them has sucked. I mean, mostly can you blame them for being frustrated over bad storytelling? You had the wasteful feud of Brock Lesnar and Cain Velasquez for 4 weeks. You had Tyson Fury and Braun Strowman, which is trash. And now you have the honestly probably one of the worst storylines in all of WWE right now. You have Baron Corbin, or should I say King Corbin, versus Roman Reigns. And yeah, that segment on SmackDown was cheesy, cringe. It made me want to turn off the television. You name it. When Fox signed this deal, they said that they were going to bring legit sports. It was going to be a sports-like feel on SmackDown. We haven't got that one bit. We got that over on AEW, but we don't have that on SmackDown. WWE just don't want to change. And the more that you people stick up for them and defend their garbage and say their shows are good, you're the problem. You're the problem. The people who defend the show, you're the problem. This is why it's not. You're the reason why WWE doesn't change. I said it. You're the reason why WWE doesn't change. Is because you're fine with the garbage television that we get on Friday nights. It's honestly ridiculous. There's so many WWE stans and apologists out there. It's sickening. It's really sickening, and it's frustrating for a fan like me who has to sit every Friday and watch this stuff and see WWE decline, decrease. They lose fans. They're losing a ton of fans right now, and they're drawing people away from the product. This Friday, it got a 2.3 million rating, the worst rating on Fox for SmackDown Live yet. And that rating on Fox, that 2.3 million, that's a disgrace. That really is a disgrace. That proves that WWE, you have to be better. You came out on, I think it was December 17th, 2018. We had Shane McMahon, Stephanie McMahon, Triple H, and Vince McMahon all in the ring saying that WWE was going to change. We were going to give the fans what we wanted. We were going to take away automatic rematches, and nothing has changed. Nothing has changed since December 17th, 2018. And as long as Vince McMahon is running the WWE, nothing is going to change. Nothing. That's my explanation on Fox being frustrated over bad storytelling on SmackDown. Can you blame them? Can you seriously blame them? It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. Next topic. Bobby Lashley. Or should I say Bobby Trashley? Lana. And Rusev. Oh, God. I don't even know what to say. Like, this doesn't even deserve to be on USA Network. Seriously. How does this storyline get approved backstage? I really don't know. And how do you people... There's some people that are actually liking it. Oh, you wanted the Attitude Era to come back and now you're complaining about it. Ugh. Shut up. Shut up, please. Rusev said last week in an interview with The Sun in England that he would go back to Saudi Arabia because he makes a lot of money. And then according to Wrestle Talk said that Rusev said that his storyline he's in with Bobby Lashley and Lana is one of the best storylines in years. Let me say that again. Rusev said that his storyline with Bobby Lashley and Lana, yeah, the cheating angle on Monday Night Raw, Lana being fake pregnant, all that stuff, is one of the best storylines in years. I can't believe this man. I cannot believe Rusev. Rusev went. In 2017, Rusev had this idea of Rusev Day. It was him and it was Aiden English in that group. They were called Rusev Day. There were chants, Rusev Day. There were t-shirts selling Rusev Day. Rusev Day was the most over thing in all of pro wrestling in 2017 and part of 2018. And why was it so over? Because Rusev and Aiden English got it over by themselves. They did not need WWE's help to get the gimmick over. And then what happened? WWE killed the gimmick because they're like, nah, you're too over. We need to kill the gimmick. So what they do? They broke them up. They broke them up and they cooled off Rusev. Now look where Rusev's at. Rusev is a WWE apologist. He will do anything that is handed to him. He's talking shit on WWE fans, on pro wrestling fans on Twitter. So there you go, WWE wrestlers not giving a crap about the fans. What did I say? WWE doesn't give a shit about the fans. Neither does the superstars. The fact that Rusev said that this is the best storyline in years, I've totally lost respect for him. And I have tweets from Monday's Raw. I have to find them real quick. And I will read them to you. I gotta scroll all the way to Monday. But I went off Monday talking about Rusev and that Lana and Lashley storyline. Like, oh my god. I tweeted it out on Monday. This was probably the worst segment I have ever seen in all my 11 years of watching pro wrestling. Alright, here we go. This is what I tweeted. Just wow. I can't even call WWE a wrestling company anymore, and I refuse to call Raw, Monday Night Raw, a pro wrestling show. I am in total loss for words. This had to be one of the worst segments in 11 years I've been a pro wrestling fan for. You can't get worse than that segment. I'm not done yet. Imagine sitting on your couch watching this Lana, Rusev, and Bobby Lashley segment, and by the end of it, you enjoyed it. You must have been the biggest mental idiot on planet Earth. I'm not kidding when I say that. If you enjoyed this storyline with Bobby Lashley, Lana, and Rusev, you're an idiot. You're really an idiot. How in the world can anybody enjoy this storyline, which is based off cheating and sex? I don't even want to talk about this. I'm moving on. I'm so sick of Rusev. I've lost total respect for Rusev. He's a WWE apologist. He'll take anything from the boss, and he's most likely going to sign his 5-year deal with the WWE, except for instead of succeeding outside of another company. It doesn't even have to be AEW. He could succeed in NWA or Impact or New Japan and any company except the WWE. And what does he do? He signed with the WWE, a place where he's not succeeding at. He's looked at as a loser. Rusev is looked at as a loser in the WWE. Yet he signs with the company. I've lost total respect for Rusev. Main event topic of the week. People are crapping on Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega last week from AEW Full Gear. I got an article from Wrestling Inc. that I'm going to read, and then I'm going to be reading an interview from Jim Ross, and then I'm going to give you my thoughts and what I thought about the match and people crapping on it, and then that'll be it. From Wrestling Inc. Whether you loved it or hated it, there's no denying that Jon Moxley versus Kenny Omega from AEW Full Gear was one of the most memorable wrestling matches of 2019. I agree with that. That is true. Days after the event took place, fans are still debating the merits of the match, whether the violence was necessary or whether or not this kind of product can attract viewers from beyond wrestling circles. So that's that from Wrestling Inc. Okay, Audible. This is the interview that Jim Ross had, talking about Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega. It was a different match to call. They weren't working the arm. It didn't have the standard route that a match takes. Based on the amount of legitimate physical punishment that Moxley and Kenny incurred, it may have gone a little too long. I do agree with that. It went about the match went 40 minutes. I would have let it been like a half hour or something like that. Maybe 25 minutes. That match did not need to go 40 minutes. It might have been a little too long, but I haven't seen two guys work any harder to get something over in years. The passion in that match was a breath of fresh air for our business. I agree with that line. I agree with that line, and I'll say it again. The passion in that match was a breath of fresh air in our business. Now, for you people to shit on Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega, Full Gear, and defend garbage from Monday Night Raw and SmackDown Live, it's sickening. The fact that you people defend Monday Night Raw with storylines such as Bobby Lashley, Lana and Rusev, and Baron Corbin and Roman Reigns, it's senile. You're stupid at this point. I can't respect you. As a wrestling fan, I can't respect you. Like, oh God. The man said it himself, Jon Moxley. The man said it himself on the podcast. He wanted to have this type of match at WrestleMania 32 against Brock Lesnar. But Brock Lesnar said, nope, I don't want to do that. I just want to go in there, hit a couple suplexes, a couple chair shots, F5, we'll be done. Brock Lesnar did not want to be there with Jon Moxley. He did not want to go down to Jon Moxley's level. Yeah, Kenny Omega did go down to Jon Moxley's level, and he put over probably one of the most memorable matches of 2019, and a match that people are going to remember for a very long time. Regardless if you liked it or didn't, you're going to remember it for a long time. They had mouse traps, barbed wire bat, barbed wire broom, a chain, glass, you name it. They did everything. The glass part, I did not like the glass part. Like, when Omega put glass in between Moxley's fingers and, like, dug it in there, that's a little gross. That was not for me. But the rest of the stuff, I loved everything. I literally loved everything in that match. Except for that, and the fact that the match went 40 minutes. Everything else was fantastic. The mouse traps, the chain, the table, the barbed wire spider web, the Phoenix Splash onto the wood, which Omega missed, and then the paradigm shift to end the match. It was fantastic. It was my favorite match from Full Gear. Is it my favorite matches of the year? Probably not. But it's going to go down as one of the most memorable matches of 2019. That's for sure. That's for sure. Whether you like it or not, it's going to go down as a memorable match. And all this man, Moxley, wanted to do was have this type of match. I feel like this type of match for Moxley was a match to take out all of his anger and his frustrations that he had over in the other company. He couldn't do that stuff in the company. They wouldn't let him. He said it himself. He felt like he was in prison working for that company. And the fact that he himself and Kenny Omega put this memorable match for you fans. They did it for you. And the fact that you shit all over it, That's wrong. That's seriously wrong. And then you go online and you praise WWE main roster. I don't get it. I really don't get you people. Eddie told me the same thing. They put on a memorable match for you people, and then you go on Twitter and you completely crap on the match. Let me tell you something. We have a pay-per-view every year in the WWE called Extreme Rules. That match last week between Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega was more extreme than the entire Extreme Rules pay-per-view. And I was there at Extreme Rules this year. Was it a good show? Yeah, it was pretty good. But there's not a lot of extreme spots. That one match at Full Gear last week was memorable than the entire Extreme Rules pay-per-view this year. What was the most extreme spot? Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley fighting in the crowd? Okay. It's a last man standing match, okay. What else? Shane McMahon doing a flying elbow to The Undertaker on the announcer's table? We've seen that so many times. We have seen that so many times. And then what else was extreme on that show? Becky Lynch and Lacey Evans was a kendo stick? How many times have we seen that? I don't get it. I really don't get it, man. You people are stupid. You need to think more logically as a wrestling fan. This match is going to go down in the record books for years to come, whether you like it or not. That's all I gotta say about Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega from AEW Full Gear. But thank you guys for watching this video. Please like this video with a super kick. Subscribe to the Big Fight Fuel channel for some great content. We're going to have so much content up for you guys next week. It's going to be absolutely insane. We have AEW Dynamite. We have NXT. We have NXT TakeOver War Games predictions. We have the review of NXT TakeOver War Games. We have Survivor Series predictions. We have the review for Survivor Series. We've got so much stuff. I don't know how we're going to fit it all in, but I'm going to figure it out this week. Comment down below what you thought about this news video. Let me know your thoughts on Jon Moxley versus Kenny Omega from last week's AEW Full Gear. If you haven't followed me on Twitter yet, follow me at Joseph Conlon, and I will see you guys next week right here on the Big Fight Fuel channel. Have a good Sunday, guys.